Hello everyone. So today we will be using PIR sensor with our Arduino to detect any motion, and whenever there is a motion detected by PIR sensor, our LED will light up. So let us first talk about hardware. So let us first talk about our PIR sensor. So PIR stands for passive infrared, and it has 3 pins: VCC, output, ground. VCC is for voltage input, and we can provide voltage input from 4.5 to 20 volts, as it has a built-in voltage regulator in it. It can be used with this is inbuilt voltage regulator, so it can be used with or without a microcontroller. With microcontroller we can use it to detect signals, or without a microcontroller it can be used with a relay module to power on any appliances whenever there is a motion around the vicinity of PIR sensor. It only detects infrared light emitted by any human beings, any living beings. So whenever there is a motion, it will create a signal, output signal. So whenever there is a motion, our output pin will be high. And here this is a bifractional prism which is used to collect motion, to collect infrared light and point it to only one point. So here you can see there is a benzene like structure. It is known as slits. So light coming from infrared light emitted by any living being passes through this prism and pointed at one point. All of them meet at one point. It can be used with an LDR sensor, LDR module. So we can put our LDR here and solder it so that it will only work at night. So by putting a LDR in it, it will create a high resistance on day, light along our output pin, but at night it will create low resistance at our for our output pin. And here is a hole for thermistor so that it can only work on room temperature. It only detects motion, so it does not detect living being presence. It only detects motion. So output signal will be high only and only there is a motion, there will be motion. So there are two modes of working, low and high. This potentiometer is used to increase range of PIR sensor, which is between 1 meter to 7 meter, and this is used to increase the time for which our output signal will be high. Means the minimum range of time will be 5 second to 300 second, and if I put it on minimum, means 5 second. So if there is a motion detected by PIR sensor, our output signal will be high for 5 seconds, and we can increase range and time by moving it clockwise. So the two modes of working are high and low. So low means our output will be high for between 5 to 300 second as provided through this potentiometer, and goes low for 5 to 6 seconds. But in high mode, our output signal will be high as long as there is a motion detected by our PIR sensor. And at the moment the motion faded, or motion stops, so time is initialized, means then it counts after that. Let us take an example that our timer is set to 5 seconds, and I have created motion for along 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds it will initialize and count for 5 seconds. If it detects any other further motion in this time interval 5 seconds, it will it will not drop output signal. Our output signal will not drop and continue for another 5 seconds. Means if this is a 5 second interval, and I have our PIR sensor detected motion at 4 second. So at 4th second, so our output will be high 4th second, and the motion stops at 5th second. So our PIR will count after this 5th second and count at another 5 second interval. And if it does not detect any another motion or further motion, it will drop our output signal. So as you can see, potentiometer has a distance. This is our distance potentiometer. This is our time potentiometer. So distance potentiometer can use to increase range of PIR sensor, which is from 1 meter to 7 meter, and time potentiometer is used to increase time at for which our output will be high, which is 5 second to 300 second. This is our bifractional prism. This is our hole for LDR sensor. This is our hole for thermistor. This is our inbuilt voltage regulator. Low and high, we can change it by putting a jumper. Now it is on low mode, and now it is on high mode. So that's all about our PIR sensor. Let us move on to coding. As my PIR sensor is damaged, so I won't be able to show you the hardware working of our PIR sensor. Let us simulate our project on tinkercad.com. Now let's move on to our circuitry. So this is how our circuit is going to look like. So connect ground pin to ground, and power pin to power pin, and signal pin to 13. Common your ground or and VCC pin on this side of the breadboard, and connect your VCC pin to 5 volt, ground pin to ground. Connect LED on 12 pin. Use 220 ohm to use 220 use resistor between 220 ohm to 1000 ohm. I am using 1000 ohm, but let's just go with 220 ohm so that LED will be brighter. So now let's move on to coding part. So this is our coding. This is how our code looks like. I have created a defined my PIR pin 13. As you can see here, it's going to signal pin is going to 13. I have created a boolean variable. It will store data. It will store signal value high, 1 for high, 0 for low. Defined LED on 12th pin. Now serial dot begin, baud rate 9600, LED for output, pin mode in PIR for input. Now in baud loop, we are reading our data from given by PIR through our 13 pin on Arduino. If PIR value is high, or you can say 1, serial dot print, right, motion detected, and our LED go high, else it will our LED will turn off. So let's upload our code. So as you can see, our LED lights up. Let's open our serial monitor. Motion detected. Now no motion detected. So as I have already told you, it will only detect motion, not any human presence or living being presence. It will detect only motion within its range. So I forgot to tell you about its angle view. So PIR sensor have a 110-degree angle view. So beside this, it won't be able to, beside this angle, it won't be able to receive any signals or any motion, and this is the highest as we can go. You can see whenever our motion is detected, LEDs light up, and whenever our signal pin is low, LEDs got LED turn off, our LED turns off. So as I have told you, most of the part in this PIR sensor is not shown in simulator, but whenever we move our time time potentiometer, our signal pin will be high according to the according to how much we have rotated our potential time potentiometer. So if we have moved into 20 second, so our output will signal pin will be high for 20 second, and LED will turn on for 20 second, and then it will go off. Now I'm talking about when it's working on low mode. But when it's working on high mode, our our signal pin will be high for 20 seconds, and if it detects any motion within that time interval, it will initialize it to 0 and then counts it further for 20 seconds. So that's all for our PIR sensor, using PIR sensor with Arduino. Thank you.